Hi guys. It is the 16th of January. I've already done one video, which I was reading Abraham 2, chapter 2. So I'm going to go ahead and read chapter 3. And I think it's going to be more interesting than what I've already read. I'm hot and cold and hot and cold, so until I start freezing again, take my coat off. um, I'm going to get Abraham done because it's just short. We can call it good when that happens. I mean, we call it good for Abraham. There's so many scriptures, you're not going to end if you keep going anyway. So I'm going to go to Abraham 3. My phone has got stuff on it. Like I need to give it a bath or something, which is probably true. Okay, I don't know what all I told you, but I did tell you the date, I know that. And by now, surely you know who I am if you're on my channel. However, I think I still keep popping up in people's feed that might not know who I am. Someone said something, or I read it yesterday, I don't know when they said it, but it was pretty cool. They have songs come up in their head too. Um, maybe not what they're thinking about, but maybe what they need. I don't know. But she or he said, interestingly enough, you popped up in my feed. And I'm going to call it, I'm going to say it anyway. Maybe I was something you needed. And that's why I'm there. And I do believe in God, and I do believe in the power that He lets us have through faith. If we believe, miracles happen. Even little teeny miracles, but they happen, okay? And yes, I have something that I'm trying to give you people. The Word. You know, Jesus Christ was called the Word. And I am trying to share His Word with you people. And I got to quit saying people, I guess. That's just in my little vocabulary these days. Because I'll be talking to a bunch of you. Wow, okay. Tripping. I just looked up. Okay, this is a synopsis of chapter 3. And what did I see? Urim and Thummim. Now, if you've been following me for very long, I did some papers on the Urim and Thummim. Pretty trip. Okay? Yes, that's my words. I think it is pretty trip. The Urim and Thummim is what Joseph Smith used to translate the Book of Mormon and also translate what we're reading right now. And through a dream that I had years and years and years ago, because my daughter was in the first, second, or third grade, and she's 48 now. Okay, so that was a long time ago, 40 years at least. And I learned a lot of stuff from a dream I had. But I had been studying and studying and studying and studying and trying to figure out some of the different things that I had read, putting things together, and I was praying. I was doing a lot of praying for information. And lo and behold, I had a dream. A vision, people, that gave me a lot of information about this thing called the Urim and Thummim. I'm going to get off the beaten path here. Look that up. Put Urim and Thummim. I'm going to spell it for you, okay? Write it down. You're supposed to have a notebook. When you listen to me, you should have a pen and paper. And it should be in a notebook that says lose touch. So you can go back to it. Urim, Urim. And then the next word was Urim and Thummim, okay? So Urim is the first word, and is the next word. Third word is Thummim. Thummim. With the Urim and Thummim, you can know everything. And I know that because in my dream, oh my God, in my dream, I received my Urim and Thummim. And the minute it touched my skin, I knew everything. Now, I don't know how to describe that. I was in a deep, deep sleep, and I was dreaming. And I was graduating. I was given my stone. That's what you're given. Those who enter into the celestial kingdom, everyone will receive their very own Urim and Thummim. And I knew everything. So what my question had been, what I'd been praying about, was trying to figure out how in the world did God create a world and us, and then if we are going to become like God, how in the world are we going to do that? I mean, I really was wanting to know. Well, that Urim and Thummim is how you're going to do it. It's like it's pre-programmed with all the information you need. So don't worry if you're not the most brilliant light in the house. I haven't used that before. But the point is, you will be provided what you need. So don't worry about it. That's what it boils down to. And the Urim and Thummim is also your world. It's going to be your world that you create, but it's your world. Because God lives on a Urim and Thummim. And it says it's a sea of glass. And through that sea of glass, all the knowledge that he needed, everything comes up through that sea of glass that tells him about the worlds he's created and the people on them and all that stuff. I mean, it's massive, the information that goes with that Urim and Thummim, okay? Now, when Joseph Smith was translating the plates, it was all about the translation of the plates. You're not supposed to look into the Urim and Thummim for gain in this world, okay? If you look for that which you ought not, you will die. So it's pretty serious biz. Anyway, I just looked down here, and that's on the third line. First three words are Urim and Thummim. So we're going to check it out, okay? I got to get busy because actually I have appointments to do and stuff. And when I get too busy on here, I forget what I'm doing, and I lose track of time and all kinds of stuff. My daughter will be coming to pick me up, I imagine around 1:30, because my appointment's at 2. So I better be ready. And I do tend to get distracted very easily. Okay, and especially when you're reading stuff like this, oh my. So, here we go. Abraham 3, and here is the synopsis. Abraham learns about the sun, moon, and stars by means of the Urim and Thummim. The Lord reveals to him the eternal nature of spirits. He learns of pre-earth life, foreordination, the creation, the choosing of a Redeemer, and the second estate of man. The synopsis is telling you what's coming up in the chapter, okay? So here's the first verse. And I, Abraham, had the Urim and Thummim, which the Lord my God had given unto me in Ur of the Chaldees. And I saw the stars, that they were very great, and that one of them was nearest unto the throne of God, And there were many great ones which were not unto it. I said that wrong. And there were many great ones which were near unto it. And the Lord said unto me, These are the governing ones, and the name of the great one is Kolob, because it is near unto me. For I am the Lord thy God. I have set this one to govern all those which belong to the same order as that upon which thou standest. And he's talking about the earth, okay? And the Lord said unto me by the Urim and Thummim, That Kolob was after the manner of the Lord, according to its times and seasons in the revolutions thereof. That one revolution was a day unto the Lord, after his manner of reckoning, it being 1,000 years, according to the time appointed unto that whereon thou standest. This is the reckoning of the Lord's time, according to the reckoning of Kolob. I'm going to stop right there. So if you guys have been following me, I've talked about God's time versus our time. It wasn't that long ago, but it could have been several videos ago. In the name it'll say the time. God's time versus our time, okay? Anyway, here we go. So I'm on verse 5. And the Lord said unto me, The planet which is the lesser light, lesser than that which is to rule the day, even the night, is above or greater than that upon which thou standest in point of reckoning, for it moveth in order more slow. This is in order because it standeth above above the earth upon which thou standest. Therefore the reckoning of its time is not so many as to its number of days, and of months, and of years. And the Lord said unto me, Now, Abraham, these two facts. Okay, guys, this is important stuff right here. I have mentioned this in other videos too. I wish I could get comfortable. Okay, so this is when I thought that, one of these next verses anyway, is where I thought Jesus has got a great sense of humor. Okay, because Jesus is Jehovah. Anyway, and the Lord said unto me, Now, Abraham, these two facts exist. Behold, thine eyes see it, and it is given unto thee to know the times of reckoning, and the set time, yea, the set time of the earth upon which thou standest, and the set time of the greater light, which is set to rule the day, and the set time of the lesser light, which is set to rule the night. Now the set time of the lesser light is a longer time as to its reckoning than the reckoning of the time of the earth upon which thou standest. And where these two facts exist, there shall be another fact above them. That is, there shall be another planet whose reckoning of time shall be longer still. And thus there shall be the reckoning of the time of one planet above another, until thou come nigh unto Kolob, which Kolob is after the reckoning of the Lord's time, which Kolob is set nigh unto the throne of God, to govern all those planets which belong to the same order as that upon which thou standest. And it is given unto thee to know the set time of all the stars that are set to give light, until thou come near unto the throne of God. Thus I, Abraham, talked with the Lord face to face, as one man talketh with another, and he told me of the works which his hands had made. And he said unto me, my son, and his hand was stretched out. Behold, I will show you all these. And he put his hand upon mine eyes, and I saw those things which his hands had made, which were many, and they multiplied before mine eyes, and I could not see the end thereof. I'm on verse 13. And he said unto me, this is Shinha, which is the sun, which is the sun. And he said unto me, Kokab, which is a star. And he said unto me, Olia, or Ole, which is the moon. And he said unto me, Kokabim, which signifies stars, or all the great lights, which were in the firmament of heaven. And it was in the night time when the Lord spake these words unto me, I will multiply thee and thy seed after thee, like unto these. And if thou canst count the number of sands, so shall be the number of thy seed. And the Lord said unto me, Abraham, I show these things unto thee before ye go into Egypt, that ye may declare all these words. If two things exist, and there be one above the other, there shall be greater things above them. Therefore Kolob is the greatest of all the Kokabim, which is all the stars, I think that's what I just read, that thou hast seen, because it is nearest unto me. Now if there be two things, one above the other, and the moon be above the earth, then it may be that a planet or a star may exist above it. And there is nothing that the Lord thy God shall take in his heart to do. Okay, I'm going to start that over again. I lost my voice. And there is nothing that the Lord thy God shall take in his heart to do, but what he will do it. Howbeit that he made the greater star, as also if there be two spirits, and one shall be more intelligent than the other. Yet these two spirits, notwithstanding one is more intelligent than the other, have no beginning. They existed before. They shall have no end. They shall exist after, for they are, I don't know how to pronounce this word, is Gnoulaum, but it says, comma, or eternal. So that word means eternal. They shall have no end. They shall exist after, for they are eternal. We're going to skip that one word because that's what it meant, and I don't know how to pronounce it. And the Lord said unto me, these two facts do exist, that there are two spirits, one being more intelligent than the other. There shall be another more intelligent than they. I am the Lord thy God. I am more intelligent than they all. When I first read that, that made me laugh. The Lord thy God sent his angel to deliver thee from the hands of the priest of Elkanah. I, I dwell in the midst of them all. I now, therefore, have come down unto thee to declare unto thee the works which my hands have made, wherein my wisdom excelleth them all. For I rule in the heavens above and in the earth beneath, in all wisdom and prudence, over all the over all the intelligences thine eyes have seen from the beginning. I came down in the beginning, in the midst in the midst of all the intelligences thou hast seen. Now the Lord had shown unto me, Abraham, the intelligences that were organized before the world was, and among all these there were many of the noble and great ones. And God saw these souls that they were good, and he stood in the midst of them, and he said, these I will make my rulers. For he stood among those that were spirits, and he saw that they were good. And he said unto me, Abraham, thou art one of them. Thou wast chosen before thou wast born. And there stood one among them that was like unto God, and he said unto those who were with him, we will go down, for there is space there, and we will take of these materials, and we will make an earth whereon these may dwell. And we will prove them herewith, to see if they will do all things whatsoever the Lord their God shall command them. And they who keep their first estate shall be added upon, and they who keep not their first estate shall not have glory in the same kingdom with those who keep their first estate. And they who keep their second estate shall have glory added upon their heads forever and ever. I kind of stumbled over that. And they who keep their second estate shall have glory added upon their heads forever and ever. And the Lord said, whom shall I send? And one answered like unto the Son of Man, here am I, send me. And another answered and said, here am I, send me. And the Lord said, I will send the first. And the second was angry, and kept not his first estate. And at that day many followed after him. All right, so that's the end of chapter 3. Satan was the second one, and many followed after him, 1/3 of the host of heaven. I'm not sure where we'll read that, but that's the end of chapter 3. So I will call that good and probably be done with that for today. I'm not sure how the day's going to go, but I do know it's going to get busy here after a bit, and I need to get up and go take care of some things. So, you guys, again, have a great day. I mean, you guys might not read everything all at once. And remember that if you put that app on your phone or your device, it'll read it to you. And you don't have to stop where I stop. Of course, they're not going to give you any commentary. They're just going to read it to you. But it's kind of interesting. And see, I never read the rest of that with it. The thing that I said I thought was, made me think that Jesus had a sense of humor. Because he said, where these two things exist, I mean, speaking of the spirits, one being more intelligent than the other, and then those two, there's somebody else more intelligent than they. And then he says, I am the Lord thy God, and I am more intelligent than they all. So I guess it's all in how you read it. But it struck me that Jesus had a sense of humor. But maybe if I'd have read the whole thing at the same time, I might not have thought that. I don't know. Any old who, people, I hope that, again, you have a great day and that you find something good in what I'm reading to you. And I will have to look up. I don't have a pen to write it down, but I need to look up where can we find out about Abraham in the Bible so I can read that. But I don't like to read things that are hard to read. And I don't like stumbling. My mind doesn't want to stumble, but part of reading the scriptures is you have to ponder. You have to read and think and all that good stuff. And then compare it with other scriptures so you can get more meaning out of it. Let me put my coat back on for a second. Probably I'll need it when I leave this room. See, I shut the door, and then this little room gets quite warm. Except I'm on the floor and I can feel cold air. But anyway. Oh, happy trails, people. I'll see you soon. Bye.